seen that at the start of a stream. Well, kind of. This doesn't count. Haven't seen that at the start of a stream for a while. How's everyone doing? Actually, it's kind of filthy over here. That's okay. The microscope is clear though. Actually, I don't know if... Oh. I don't know if my batteries are too low on this. I might have to change this. I don't know if the microscope is on. Oh no, it's not plugged in. Let me fix that. There we go. We'll see if the Elgato captures it. Might just change the batteries in here in the meantime, or battery I should say. Take this guy out. Plug it into the charger. Oh, there we go. Then this guy in. I probably should have gotten a mouse that was rechargeable instead of one that requires AA, but whatever. It is what it is. There we go. So yeah, this is a new mouse, Ugreen brand. Wanted something decent because my Amazon Basics one, which is actually still on, put that off. This one here, it doesn't track very well on the benchtop surface here. So swapping to something a little bit better quality, Ugreen. That's been done. You guys actually, oh yeah, this camera didn't change, but this one, hello, flip this will transform, rotate 180 degrees, there we go. So that camera needed a new USB cable. Oh, there we go. Microscope is active. There's my thingies. Microscope, webcam, there we go. So I think we're good. Yeah. There we go. Some super glue. Alright, so what are we doing today? Well, you know how I said that Unity went no contact? They didn't. My rep said he forgot to reply to my last email. So now we gotta do all the other reviews, which is fine. I'm willing to do the reviews. I'm just it's just random. So I think next up we should do either the scope or the function gen, but I think the scope makes more sense first because I have this one, this function gen, the UTG 962E, and we can use that as a function gen for the scope. And then during the function gen's video, the other function gen, we can use the scope back and forth with it. So I think that makes sense to me. So let me pick up the accessories. We're going to play with it for a little bit. So there it is. That's already on the little feet. You're going to have to wipe it off a little bit. It's been a little dusty. It's been a while. I'm assuming we don't have any Franco this morning because he fell asleep. That is a classic Franco move. Actually, I also need to go get a tripod at some point because this camera, you see the lens cap there, that camera needs to come and face this way. full-featured, four channel, 200 megahertz, 2 gig samples per second. I think that is probably better than the DS1054Z. Okay, let's see if I can find the box. Oh, here's the box for the scope. So let's check the accessories. Okay, so did they only send 2 probes? That would be no bueno. Uh-oh. Oh, nope. 2 more. Whew. So we get 4 probes, we get USB printer cable type thing. What else? Safety precautions. I don't see, there's usually a Ziploc with the calibration stuff. They did want me to show off that it's traceable, because that is quite important. A lot of these Chinese companies, yeah, they make products, but they're not calibrated traceably, so they can't be used in industry. Whereas Unity, I believe, they jumped through quite a few hoops to be able to use them in industry. So I do need to look for that. Maybe I'll check. We might have to go back on the live stream to see if it did come with the certificate, but I think it did. The issue is, I did find them floating around here at some point, the documentation. I'll put it aside so I would have it at hand. And I actually don't know where that aside is. It's up here. This is the documentation. That's for the multimeter. Hey, I figured you were having a nap. How are you? Okay, where would the documentation be? Have I mentioned probably 100 times that I need to clean up in here? Okay, I'll make sure it didn't fall down here. I've got some Keysight documentation. That doesn't help me. Where did you go? Oh, shit. Hello? Oh, there we go. Man, I've been chatting with myself this whole time. Dang nammit. Thank you for that. So that was a good 10 minutes of no audio. Great. Oh. Screw me, huh? I'm looking, so now that you can hear me, I'm just looking for the documentation that goes with the scope. Because they requested that I showed off the fact that they are traceably calibrated, which is actually a big deal. Thank you, Franco. How are you this morning? It wouldn't be in with these. This is just a safety precautions book. the box is here. I don't have to find it right now. I can scan it in after, but I would like to know where the heck it went. Lots of big Unity boxes around here. Cyborg box. I did get rid of a few boxes though, because we did 2 videos so far. So on the cardboard recycling days, I was able to get rid of a few. I've got a bunch of boxes to get rid of today too, or today, next time too. Just getting a cup of tea, all right. All right, I can feel it. Okay, let's go look at the unboxing video. I need to make sure I have all the accessories. I don't want to do this again. So, screen, there we go. YouTube.com/Simple Electronics. That would be me. Whoop. Videos. My God, I don't do enough videos. Where the heck? I must have missed it. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that audio noise. Really should have put chapters on this. There's the scope. All right, we don't need to listen to the sound. All right, here goes. And we don't need to listen to it at full. There we go. Go full speed. Okay, so. Oh, there is a folded piece of paper there. Probe. Yeah, come on, faster. Yeah. Is that it? Was there really no... Hang on a sec here. Let's go slow. I'm well. I'm good, thank you. We went on a giant hike. I think it was 12 kilometers. Look, no, there's a folded piece of paper there, right? That's a folded piece of paper. Okay, right. 1, 2, 3 items. And I believe there's a folded piece of paper behind there. I don't see it there. Okay, I'll have to go look harder, but actually let's check their website just to make sure. But like I can insert it after. I'm not super concerned. What's this paperwork? That is IRL paperwork. There might be... Yeah, I might have to do some archaeological digging here. Let's go, hang on, let's go to their website. So how have you been, Franco? Trend US. Take you a week? Yeah. I mean, we're a little bit out of shape too, so it did take us a while, but there's a famous park here. Go on the naughty It's a federal. There's a federal park. Let's see if I can go maps. Oh. Oh wow, this is not as good. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna try to find. Hang on. Well, it's really hard to find. I don't want to open Google. Hang on. Google Maps. All right, here. So, this is Ottawa. Ottawa actually goes essentially from down here all the way up to like there. This is kind of Ottawa. This is Ontario, my province, and this is Quebec. And so as you can see, most of Ottawa is along the shore here. See that? It's along the shore of Quebec. So Ottawa, Gatineau, this kind of giant area is kind of all together. Well, this chunk here, this big chunk here, that is Gatineau Park. It's a federal park. And we essentially walked from here. Yeah, like here-ish, this corner. We walked down this entire thing here. Took a trail around to here, and then walked around this lake. We went this way, counterclockwise. It goes up around like this, then back down the trail to here, and then walk this parkway all the way back to the car. So it was about, I know I talked to my wife about how far it was. Thankfully I did that because Discord's on the wrong screen. Give me a second. I will tell you. Roughly 15 kilometers. That's how far we went. So yeah, that's actually here. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can actually walk the trails, huh? So this is kind of, yeah, there we go. We were on this trail. However, we did this in summer. This looks like late fall, early spring. So yeah, that's Gatineau Park. Your hip's a lot better. The physio sorted out the movement issues. Still a bit of pain there. Oh, I will give you some unsolicited advice. Do not stop your physio when you start feeling better, because you need to strengthen those muscles. What do we have? UPO 1204. UPO. There is no 1204. UPO. Oh, maybe it's this one. And then there's yeah, that's a series. UPO 1204. That's a nice scope. Yeah, it was a hell of a walk. I mean, one day I'd love, like, in a long time, you know, from now. I'd love to be able to live stream massive hikes or fishing expeditions or whatever. Oh, the UI is not very good. Okay, so this we need, because we need the top specs. So that's good, but I need to know what's included. That's a nice bundle. Analog channels, real-time sample rate, memory depth, DVM module, robust trigger and bus decoding functions, memory hardware. Okay. I don't know if this is traceably calibrated. COC calibration report. I don't like this. Look how the words are cut off, so I don't know what I'm looking at. Ooh, your back problems. That's not good. I don't know. Okay, they're giving you documents over SharePoint. I don't know if I'm a fan of all that. Accessories. Five-year warranty is pretty nice. Okay, what about if we go and we look? No reviews. I can see why they're seeding these things. Okay, so it comes with 4 probes, power cord, printing cable, multi-language. Yeah, it says calibration report. So there should be a calibration report in here. It'll just be up to me to find it. I just got a bunch of stuff delivered as well for future infrastructure projects. So that means that I have a little bit more junk than I usually do. Which, I mean, it was a lot of junk to start with. It's kind of shit that I didn't show it in the live stream, though. Unless I folded it back up and put it in one of these. No. I am like the worst YouTuber. Oh my god. Okay, so not that. These are just bundles of printer paper. Oh. These are lenses for my soldering microscope, which need to go somewhere. Oh, I bought, here, well, I'll show you guys what I bought, since you guys are here for the live stream. Warranty card. It's not that. The heck is this? Oh, the Unity. That's not the same. So the thing is, this calibration report is just a folded piece of paper. So that makes things a little bit more challenging. Oh my God. I am going to create an avalanche here. That's not good. All right, couple things. Do you remember, did you put the paper with the other unboxing stuff? Well, no, because it's not in the box. Unless I'm blind. Maybe, hold on. Maybe I put it in the wrong box. Maybe it's in here. Nope. Do you remember on the podcast I talked about DIYing a soldering microscope system that would be better than, you know, the commercial options because I would be able to have capture on it? Well, I did buy some pieces to make that a reality. So this here, this is a part of a monitor stand. I was going to attempt to build this myself with the 3D printer, but honestly, these things are so cheap. I think this was like $15. So there's the table clamp. Yeah, with the HDMI splitter. There we go. So that's the table clamp. There's the accessories. So essentially I've got this nice big mounting plate to mount the camera and the screen to. I have already the HDMI splitter. So all I'm missing really is the well, the working space. So there's that. But all I'm missing is the working space and the screen. So I'm just looking for a good deal on a 1080p portable display, but they're like $100. But the thing is that this setup will cost like, I don't know, with the camera and everything, let's say $300. But it'll replace like a $500 setup. So I'm pretty hyped for that. And if you wanted to go bigger, you can put a giant like computer screen, because this is a computer screen mount. That's what this is for. This is and the arm is over here. So yeah, that's what this is for. But this is going to be for my soldering setup. And the deal is I'm probably going to put it there. You know the other table where my 3D printer was? Yeah, I can't find a good screen because it has to be 1920 by 1080. It has to be that exact resolution, because or else the splitter will freak out or it won't display properly. So it has to be one of those portable displays, but it can't be like a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, which is starting to get more and more popular. So yeah, this is going to be like the ultimate soldering setup. It's going to be on the side where my it's going to be on the side where my 3D printer is, like the Voron, you know, like just literally there. So it's going to go there. It's going to live there permanently. I'm going to try to keep that area clear of any clutter, which, as everyone knows, that's a bold-faced lie. And I will probably move the chat, you guys. You can just see my chat monitor here. There's, you see the reflective there? So that is going to go over on that side. So essentially, I'll be able to put my back to the camera, but have the other camera there, and I'll still be able to read the chat, which is, this is all. I need to clean up my whole work area because I want to do a video, likely for Patreons, not for everyone. well, Patreons and my live stream audience, just to show off what the stream looks like what my workspace looks like. So what I had envisioned. Okay, what's this? Please be a calibration certificate. A PCBWay invoice. That is not what I was looking for. So yeah, that was the goal. And I think with some 3D printed parts and a little bit of magic, I'll be able to make it work. I'm just moving stuff. I know you guys can't see, but I am taking things from one stack and stacking them on another stack because I can add the certificate of calibration after, but I don't want to. I want to do it now if I can. Oh boy. So anyways, my obligations are I should do the Unity stuff since it doesn't seem like they're mad at me, which I thought they were mad at me. So I'm going to do the Unity stuff, and then I want to finally be able to tune up the Voron, because that's been a long time coming. What's chat saying? You know nothing about resolution. Yeah, a screen is not a screen, because when you have a HDMI splitter, if all your resolutions are not exactly the same, then some screens will display improperly. And I think the output resolution is the resolution that is kept, so you can't really tune it because you don't have that flexibility. It's your splitter will accept a resolution and just spit out that same resolution everywhere. All I'm saying is when you start splitting signals, it becomes a little bit more complex. Okay, so it's not down here either. Dang, damn it. Where? Where did it go? Whose fault is this? Blame anybody but me. Whatever. Okay, I'll insert it after. Plus, we're gonna have to play with this for a little bit to get it all set up. Oh, maybe, what if it's under here? That's my fishing license for Quebec. Nope. Okay, I'll look for it after. All right, so let's play with this. Oh, obviously this comes with an IEC cable. Where did I put the cable? Maybe it's back here. Purpose of... That's not even mine. What am I doing with that? It's my wife's paperwork. Can you guys hear the blender? Wow, where is the IEC cable? That's no bueno. Where'd it go? Oh. Oh. It was in the wrong box. I found UPO 1204. What the hell? Give me a second. UPO 1204. So here's the certificate of calibration. But why is... Oh, there's an inner in an outer box. So I did put it back in the box like a good man. I put it back in the box, but I put it back in the outer box, not the inner box. Well, look at this. I took good care of it. There's a serial 0062 at the end. Serial is 0062 at the end. I got it. How's it going, DOS? Okay, so I still need to get an IEC cable, but that should be easy. It's just any IEC. But I do want to know where the hell I put the IEC for all these devices. Stacked it over here. These are BNC cables. Where the hell did the IEC cables go? What does this use for power? That uses an IEC cable. Well, I'm gonna steal it. At this point, the IEC cable may have gotten lost in the sauce. All right. All right, it's not over yet. We need to play with this because I need to get familiarized with it. And I try to get you guys a decent angle, but that's all I got for you. All right, so let's get started. Let's turn it on. Pop this over here. There we go. This thing has a bit of a makes a bit of noise too. Neat startup sequence with all the lights going nuts. I've been productive for a Friday night. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so funny story. So yeah, so I sent them the oh shit, you guys can't see that. I sent them the message with the power supply and I waited for their approval. I waited 2 weeks, they didn't reply, so I put it live, and this has been 2 weeks already. And while I was in the park on Wednesday having a hike, I got an email from my rep, and he's like, so I see you released the power supply video, but where's the other videos? And I'm like, oh, you guys are talking to me. Interesting. And he said, oh yeah, I forgot to reply to that email. And it's like, oh, well, good to know. All right, let's see. Utility. Next, power set. I don't know what that means. Self-cal. Language, time set, IO set. I want to set the... What? You can change the square wave? Okay, we're going to be playing with that in a moment. I think that's... yeah, that's good. Where do I go? I want to set the brightness brighter. So these are all trigger functions. These are all horizontal functions. These are all vertical functions. That's not what I'm looking for. Maybe display. Backlight. Oh, 100%. That's as bright as she goes. I would really love... oh, color off. Color on. I don't know what that means. Okay. Close menu. The only way to ensure it wasn't stolen when off shift was leaving in such a state. Yeah, this has become a meme almost, but I mean, it's just coffee. It's just, there's just more, like if it breaks off into the coffee, it just means more coffee. I think that's a screenshot. USB detection failed. That's good. Gen. A arbitrary wave generator not support. You must purchase the MSO 1000X series model. Wait, does that mean I have a button for stuff that I can't use? You had a tin enamel one? Yeah. Okay, the acquire menu, the measurement. So it's just sad that this is a little bit like, it's dim. It's quite dim, especially since, let me just compare with the screens on the multimeter and the power supply. Yeah, I don't know why it's only the top here, but I think it's because I typically drink it faster, the top. So the bottom stays soaked more often. Yeah, so I'm looking, the multimeter and the power supply go way brighter. This needs a screen upgrade. But that's the thing though. Those like 1080p displays, you can get them in 14-inch. Righto, I've had a pizza and a glass of red, sitting back, heading back to the shed. Nice. Well, have fun. Will loiter add to the view count? Well, thank you, Doss. Have fun in the shed. This is my shed, essentially, so. Oh my god, the multimeter is loud as balls. This thing has a like a little bit of a hum. Yeah, so I'll move this so you guys can see a little bit better, but essentially that trace is not looking too great. All right, so oh, they're pre-colored. So we've got blue, which is I guess number 2, but it's a different shade. We've got red, which I guess is number 4, but 4 is pink. Oh no, no, they're both blue and red. Oh, that's a shame. I guess you have to change the colors yourself. That's okay. All right, so let's see what happens here. So we get the probe comp. So channel 1 is on. Let's go auto. What? What? Do I need to ground this? What the heck is going on here? So no gen. What the hell? What's the voltage? 2 millivolts per division. What is going on here? Okay, let's go utility. All connection from inputs. Yeah, let's self-cal. Let's do that. Confirm. No, something is wrong. Good thing we're checking this. It worked on the bench though. Yeah, you guys are not having a good go at this. Here, maybe I'll lift it up a little bit. There we go. You guys can see a little bit better there. I don't know how long this takes, but it's good to know. We don't make videos unless we know what's going on. Looks like channel 4 is active right now. It's doing all sorts of things, all sorts of lights on the keypad there. If this goes catastrophically wrong, we still have 2 more things to review, so I wouldn't worry about it. So I don't remember where we found, maybe it's just hit menu, where we found how to set the probe comp gen. Self-calibration success. Good. So let's power it off. That has quite a buzzing. Oh, remind me, Franco, to... so I edited the multimeter video. So if you want to see it, remind me at the end of the stream, and I'll put a link in the chat for you guys. There's no thumbnail, no links or nothing done, but it's edited. Okay, so that's done. Let's go auto set. No signal detected. Okay, so somewhere in here, factory defaults. Let's not do that yet. Label vBias. So home. Auto set. Next, self-test. The display. Graticule, no. Utility. I will set clear data. Time power set. Navigate. Measure. Acquire mode. Cursors. Don't want that. How did we get... I just saw the fact that we could set... I just saw that we could set the frequency. Where was that? It was one of these. For sure. Find statistics, acquire. Mode normal. I don't know. Time set, IO set, clear data, boot load. So either this thing is going to sleep, which I don't like. I had to sneeze, but it didn't happen. Okay, I'm gonna put everything to defaults, see what happens. Auto set. Okay, something is wrong here. Something is very wrong here. Let's try another channel. No. There's nothing happening out of here. There's a weird square wave going on here. Source. Time base. LA not support. So why put the buttons if it's not supporting something? This is bothering me because I'll try a different probe. It's bothering me because I had a menu option to, there you go, auto set. I had a menu option to change the frequency. Oh, wow. This one works. Did I get a dud probe? Hold on. Look at that. You see the difference? This one wasn't clipped in all the way. There we go. Huh. Also, does it know if I'm in 10x or 1x? It doesn't know. Okay, so how do I set this probe? So channel 1. Oh. Channel 1. Probe. Probe. And then you move that down to 10x. There we go, 1 volt per division. For some reason, though, this is like, let's see, vertical position. Oh, I love the UI. UI is very fast. Hang on, I'm gonna just fix this a little bit. Okay, so I did go through all of that. So let's go display, backlight, and I just want to go all the way up. There we go. All right, so obviously probe needs to be compensated. That is horrendous. Yeah, that's absolutely horrendous. Does it do, it should do math, right? Math. No, not, math is not what I want. That's not it. I want to display some information. Vector, graticule, grid brightness, wave brightness, persist, color, color invert, menu time.
Cause it should be able to display like features, like on the DS1054Z, they're over here. So maybe it's measure, all parameters on. Okay, wow, that's way too much. Oh no, it just goes away, on. You can't, if you remove the menu, it's gone. Okay, so I go all parameter off. User defined. Oh, here we go. These are the things you can. See, this is good. Okay, so I like my max, my minimum, my amplitude. Oh, peak to peak, not amplitude, peak to peak. And then rise, fall, duty cycle. Where's the frequency? Oh, I guess frequency is up there. Oh, frequency. There we go. That's what I want. So, oh, you get up to 5. Back. Next. So user defined. Yeah, you get to choose your user defines. Okay, that's good. So there, I like my math, my functions on the bottom there. It looks good. So that's good. That's on display, right? No, it was utility. No. Home. Where was it? Measure? Oh yeah, measure, user defined, and then you pick them there. Display on. And then you close the menu, and then you get them all there. Good. What happens if I turn on 2? Do I get those? 2, measure, user defined. Can I pick? Oh, it's only showing, wait, it says master source channel 1. How do I change it to channel 2? 2? Ah, there we go. So can I do the same? Max, min. Let's go frequency. Oh, it changes. Okay, you can only have 5 up on the screen. Huh. Max, min. And frequency, channel 1. And then 2, remove them. It's a 4-channel scope though. I think that's a little bit lacking. So if I turn off channel 2, there we go, and close the menu. Okay, so probe definitely needs a compensation. Let's compensate it. Not letting me in there. It's actually a crosshead in there. You have to go kind of deep. I chose just to display peak-to-peak volts and frequency for both channels on your portable scope. Well, since I often test frequency generators, function generators, I typically need a little bit more info on the screen, but it is what it is. I mean, that's about as sharp as I can get it. I do like how fast the interface is. It's not a $10,000 scope, but it goes fast. That's good. Even scales very quickly. The only thing is it's got a buzzing noise. Mostly audio work. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm curious. Oh wow, look at the... Can you see the distortions? No, probably not. Let me... My capacitive coupling. There we go, you can see it there. These channels are completely immune. It doesn't affect this one. That's crazy. Scale this way. I mean, I wonder, like, how the hell do I get back to... that's because the Earth is not connected. Oh, this one? It's grounded through the... No, it still does it. Look. I'm capacitively coupled. Is it flexing this? No, it's just going around it. Okay, what did I want to do? Yeah, I think one of my future videos, I'm going to order some high-end fans to throw in here. I don't know if you can hear the buzzing here. I don't know if you're able to hear that on your end. Okay, let's figure out which function gen we use. Probably going to use the UTG, this guy here, for the simple reason that it's USB powered. So I'm just going to plug it into there. Make it look good for its appearance on camera. There's adhesive on the screen from the screen protector it shipped with. Maybe the other one won't have that. All right, so, oh, and I also got load resistors. I was told that function gens need a load resistance so I do have some, but I have not found they made any difference, so maybe we can check. This, like this. I do like the fact that you can power the function gen from the scope. It makes things a lot simpler for me. Let's activate it. Auto set. I'll lift this up so you guys can see. There we go. So this should be doesn't make any sense. It should be an AM wave. Here, mode. That's a square, auto set. Oh, that one is at, that's a very fast. So what do we have? Frequency is, so this shows frequency up here, but I also put it down here. How did the hell did I put that there? Bus cursors, display. Assist, transparent menu, time, color, no. Utility, system info, time set, IO set. Oh, there it was, the IO set, square wave. Okay, I'm gonna just move this and then we'll check it later if it worked. So how do I get this ref? Clear all. I don't know. Menu. Digital. So that is not active. Okay, it's not navigate. Not home. Bus. Yeah, whatever. Utility. Display. How do I remove the frequency from up here? Unibyte mentioned that, but I've heard it before. Acquire. Menu. Measure. Statistics. On. Oh, that's nice. It's a little hard to navigate. This thing, I'm gonna be honest. Get out of there. It's centered. So right now we're showing. Oh, the cursor needs to be changed to probe 1x. There we go. So we got oh, I like my peak to peak as well. So we're gonna go display. Nope. Utility. Nope. God damn, this is hard. Acquire. Nope. Measure. User def. There we go. All right, so I want my peak to peak values. So that's the acquire menu. No, was it? No, my measure menu. Okay, so 3 volts peak to peak at almost 1,000 hertz. Oh yeah, 1 kilohertz. Okay, good. Jeez, this is tough going back to this. All right, so this, I can change this, yeah. So let's actually change this to 1 megahertz, 10 megahertz, 10 megahertz, auto set. Yeah, so you see these rounded off edges? So I'm being told that that's because you don't have a proper load resistor. This is doing well though. So it's 3 volts peak to peak at 1 meg. Let's see if I can find where I put those load resistors. And if I can, then we'll see the difference. Let's see. Maybe they're going to be in the connectors area. Move this aside. Oh my god. Did I ever mention that I have too much junk in here? I feel bad for my wife if ever I die. She'll have to deal with all this. I think she already knows to just get a makerspace in here and have them go wild. Is it these? Nope. So it wasn't those. What about, that's USB. What about these? No, still not. I'm afraid of getting stabbed in my own connector box here. What's this? No. We can go check out one of Unibyte's videos. I believe he has some engineering background. Oh, here, I found them. Wow, that was good. All right, so let's go up. So, auto set. So I've heard you use one of these T's. And then here, 50 ohm load resistor. Okay. So pop this off. Pop this off. That did not much. Oh boy, now it's really capacitive coupling. So that's on, off. So the amplitude changed. This is literally at 10 megahertz. This should be good for 200, so maybe it's this guy. This is supposed to be good for 60 megahertz. I'm only getting 20. Can't go any higher. Limit high Z mode. Here we go, sine. There we go, 60 megahertz. Sine, oops. Auto set. I mean, this is showing a nice 60 megahertz, but it's peak to peak 1 volt. If I remove this, auto set. There's also, that's peak to peak 2 volts. So it's like this is not able to keep up. So here's 10 volt peak to peak. Oh, yeah, look at the distortion. It is 60 megahertz though. So it is 60 megahertz, 6 volts peak to peak. Let's see if we put... So the waveform looks prettier. There's no bump there. So it is doing something. But that wave is breathing. Now it's at 3 volts, 3.5, 3.6 peak to peak. There are some issues with it. Let's go down to 5 volts peak to peak. So here is 1.76. It's like not able to it's not able to do it. Utility, load. Can I switch the load? No. Channel 2. Can I change high Z to something else? Oh, load. Oh, there, you can change 50 ohms, 75, 5 ohms, or high Z. So if I go to channel 1, oops, utility, channel 1 setting, load, channel 1 setting, load, go 50 ohms there, and then output on, back out of utility, back to the wave mode. So this is a 50 ohm now. If I remove this, do I get closer? So I've got 2 volts, 2.5 volts peak to peak. Auto set. So I'm getting 3 volts peak to peak when I'm set to 2.5 volts peak to peak. Interesting. I put a 50 ohm terminator. I don't really know what's happening here. Let's go do some research. I do want to get this right. Unity is kind of, there's some more pro level tools here. Let's go to the screen. How to properly attach a function generator to an oscilloscope. Invest in a BNCT. Connect the oscilloscope. Ground the function generator. Ensure function generator's output is properly terminated to prevent signal reflections and distortion. So that's it. There's a 50 ohm terminating resistor. But I think you don't need a load resistor if the output is set in your, so that's, I think that's the difference. I don't need this 50 ohm resistor here if this is set to 50 ohms. So let's remove this. Let's remove this. Pop this in. My bother though is this is showing 2.5 volts peak to peak. This is showing 4 volts peak to peak. So maybe the output on this, I may have to read the manual on this UTG962E. Because I think possibly, so if I go channel 1 settings, load, and I change that to high Z, and I go back to the wave. So now it's 5 volts peak to peak. This is showing 4 volts peak to peak. That's at 60 megahertz though. If I drop it to 50, still only getting like 10 megahertz. Now I'm getting 5 volts. That's weird, huh? I'm gonna just read quickly on the UTG962E. Oh wait, let's change this. Hang on. I want to do something first. Let's go wave. Let's do a square wave. That's fine. I don't mind. I'm just gonna go like 1 megahertz. Something easy. Okay, let's auto set this. So right now it's at high impedance. Okay, now I'm going to change utility, load, 50 ohms, and then back to wave. So I've got 2 volts, 2.5 volts peak to peak. This one's reading 5 volts peak to peak. Frequency limit of the scope, well, it says 200 megahertz. Okay, I just want to see if I put this 50 ohm terminating resistor, if I'm going to get... So this says 2.5 volts peak to peak. That says 2.6 volts peak to peak. So this has to be set to the fact that it has a terminating resistor. I think this is what it is. Let's go up. I'm going to bring this up to 10 megahertz and see if we still get a nice square wave. We do not. It is an ugly square wave. That looks more like a sine wave. And essentially, 1 megahertz is as tight as it gets. And I know this BNC is probably okay because I'm not super capacitively coupled, but I am a little bit with this. Touch the terminating resistor. It does a little... Oh, that was not happy. Oh boy, something's going on there. So that's 1 megahertz. I have nothing to go up to like 200 megahertz. All right, let me just go read the UTG962E documentation. Oh. Instruments, screen. Signal generators. UTG 900, 962E. And then documentation. Actually, I'll check the specs real quick. Square pulse up to 20 megahertz. So it's 200 meg samples per second. Okay, user manual. They don't have, it's not linkable. You can't click. Okay, so 3.2, page 10. That's page 10. Is there like general specs? Oh, it says 3.2. Let's go fault handling. I don't think there's no like actual user guide. You kind of just have to know how to use it. There's a data sheet. It says in 50 ohms, but what about the high Z? This is for programming. All right, let's go check on YouTube. I want to get this right. UTG 962E. Tear down. This is mine. Oh wow, got 12K views on it. It'd be nice if Dave Jones would have taken a look at this. What is this? This is a AI generated photo. Look at that. Oh. That is AI generated. Oh, the volt log. That's good shit. Let's see how he... Oh. I forgot I got the speed all the way down. Does he plug it into a scope? He doesn't even plug it into a scope. Okay. I just want to see how they... Unboxing, accessories. I feel like I'm putting a lot more thought into this. They're playing with the waveform gen, but they're not even putting it on a scope. What the hell? Am I crazy? Oh, here we go. This is... Okay, yeah, yeah, no terminator there, and they have it in high Z. Oh wait, they don't even have it on the scope. Yeah, no terminator, and it's in high Z. Nope, it's on 50. There we go. So he's got it in 50 ohms. So 10 millivolts peak to peak, and turns it on. But no terminating resistor. So what is going on here? Okay, want to see what's going on here. All right, he's in high Z, and he's using the Unity. So he's not using a terminator resistor, and he's in high Z. And I think when I do that, I don't get accurate results. So let's go back to the webcam. Ugh. Okay, I'm in 50 ohms. I have 2.5 volts peak to peak. This has 2.6. If I remove the terminating resistor, auto set. .5, but if I go utility, load high Z, I go back to the wave. Now it shows 5 volts peak to peak, and I get 5 volts peak to peak. So I think what it is this function gen. I think what it is the function gen. If it's going into a high impedance source, high impedance measurement device like this scope, it knows. Yeah, I think it's compensated already. And you may have to put a 50 ohm terminating resistor if you go higher. I think that's what it is. I'm thinking that that's what's going on here. Man, that was a lot of faffing about. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So if I put this on here, and then I set this utility channel 1 setting load to 50 ohms, and then I go back, back to the wave, 5 volts peak to peak, 2.5 volts peak to peak, 2.64 volts peak to peak, so essentially the same. Okay, so you have to tell it whether or not you're using a load resistor. I think that's what it is. All right, so that's good. So we figured that out. Which means I go get coffee and we can start talking about this scope on camera. Actually, I need to get a tripod as well. So I'm gonna hope Fero's not recording because I'm gonna go steal a tripod from somewhere. Preferably the heavy duty one, but we'll see. Okay, anyways, let's put my, I do have a sign. Oh. There we go. Should just about explain it. And, all right. Away I go, don't need that light. Try not to get my mic cable stuck. Like so. Hey Vero, I'm mic'd up. They can hear me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. You walking around with no pants and all.
And no underwear either.
True.
Can I steal the big tripod? Or do you need it?
Well, you can have it.
Okay. Getting the big boy. I'm gonna shrink it down so I can, I don't know if you guys can still hear me. So I'm up 2 floors. There we go.
Oh boy, traffic jam.
Yeah, traffic jam in the stairs. Bringing the tripod downstairs. All right. So I'm back here, but gonna have to get my coffee momentarily. Trying to get the tripod at a stable state. Need a screwdriver. Oh, All right, so the phone mount is off. Need to rescue my camera from here. This thing is an absolute monster, by the way. Put the plate on it. Maybe I should protect the lens as well. Only $1,000 lens. Coffee water is ready. I just want to get this done first. There we go. Put this bad boy back on. Hopefully I have a fresh battery in there. There we go. Move this out of the way. All right, I'm gonna get my coffee now. All right, heading back down. We're gonna make sure we have plenty of battery power. Don't want to do this again, like I said. All right, I'll give you the nice. How's it going, Joseph? There's the mix of the, it's maple latte creamer. So very Canadian. Okay, so first things first, because I tend to forget. Oh my God, it's hot back there. This thing is putting out some serious heat. I'm gonna equip a microphone, and I'm going to equip and plug in the camera's microphone. Output over here. So I don't forget and screw everything up. So that's good over there. Gonna get the little dead cat put on there. There we go. Comes with there's a little magnet on the back. Sorry, you might hear some mic rustling because you have to share your spot with another mic. There we go. Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, that's working. That's good. Perfect. All right, get this out of the shot. I think we're good to go to start at least an intro. I have to go and copy down the spec sheet. I have the certificate of calibration here. We're going to remove, so this can turn off. This can turn off. This can turn off. Move this to the side. Just put this temporarily somewhere. Hopefully it doesn't avalanche. Did third Honda ignition rebuild in a couple of weeks. Oh, nice. So you got the roll pin out then, huh? All right, so let's make sure SD card is in there. Do we have Bateria? We do. Do we have, I'll take the lens cap off. That might help. All right, let's get this all framed up. Oh boy, that's way too wide. Don't need this anymore. Copy my key code. I dare you. All right, move that forward a bit. What's it look like on camera? Okay, I'm gonna try not to zoom in too closely because the multimeter video is definitely a little bit close. Doesn't need to be that close. Okay, just about there. That looks about right. You guys won't be able to see, but that's okay. You'll see the final product anyways. Test. Okay, mic's still working. It's good. Move it up closer to me so it's a little bit louder. So that should be good to go. All right, so it has 2 of these. Certificate of calibration. Sad it only has that. Oh, it's still loud. Hang on, maybe the buzzing is from somewhere else. Nope, it's from this. Actually, I had to drill this one to get the roll pin out. Last 2 fell out. Yeah, so not that mic. You guys have a stream mic, but they have my video is recorded with this wireless mic, so that's the mic I was checking. Your mic, I know, you guys will just tell me if something goes awry. But for the video, I don't want to record an entire video. Oh, I need to prop it up a little. Oh, okay, it doesn't need to be level. It needs to be level with the device. I think that's good. Okay, so I think we're good to shoot the intro. Let me just pull up the specs. Instruments. Oscilloscope. UPO. UPO 1204. So it's 200 megahertz, 2 gig samples per second. 4-channel, 7-inch display. Today we're taking a look at the Unity UPO 1204 4-channel oscilloscope. This was sent to me for review by Unity. No money's changed hands, and I can say whatever I want about it. This thing is pretty neat. It's a 200 megahertz, 2 gig samples per second oscilloscope. And it's fairly modern, and I'll show you why. So first of all, it's got a little bit of a soft power switch, so I'll turn that on. And while that thing boots up, I'll let you know that as with a lot of Unity tools these days, this comes with a certificate of calibration. I don't want to block the screen, but this has been calibrated with traceable instruments, and those instruments have traceable calibrations and so on, so this can be used in industry. This thing I find is at a little bit of an interesting price point, $730 Canadian, and it's quite a compelling value for a 4-channel scope. Why I wanted to boot this up is because the interface on this, if you're used to something like the Rigol DS1054Z like I have, the interface is so much snappier on this thing. It's incredible how fast it goes. We'll get a waveform on the screen for you in a moment. It comes with 2 packages of these passive probes. I don't know which part number actually comes with these. I'll put it on the screen because the package is just a generic for all of them. But they're fairly good. Nothing too fancy, nothing too horrible either. They're just pretty good mid-range probes. And let's plug this in here, and I'll show you how fast the auto adjust works. So I'll put that on the probe compensation port. Oops, a little bit backwards. There we go. And go the auto adjust. My favorite button. I tell all beginners to use that. There we go. See how fast it is? And look at the UI speed. I'm going to try not to block the camera here. But this is really fast. Oh, going to get it to a scale we can see. It's not at all like the older scopes using slower processors. This is pretty fast. I like this thing. Okay, 3-minute intro. That wasn't too bad. What do we do now? Okay, I guess I'll explain a couple things. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Let me have a sip of coffee first. Oh, baby. That's so good. Okay. So what do I want to explain now? Let's do the user interface stuff. So it was measure, right? Yeah. Okay. The first thing you're probably going to want to do when you get this scope, if you're like me, is to customize it. If you see the measurements on the bottom here, I want this on every single one of my scopes. So you just hit the measure button, and then you go the user defined, and then you go around and you click these things on and off. And so you have all sorts of things that you could have on the screen at all times. The only thing is that you only get 5. So you get 5, and that's across all 4 channels. I would have loved to see that a little bit more, but I can see how the screen might be a little crowded if not. But it is what it is. And then to get out of there, you go menu, and then you can have, you see all of your parameters down there, and I hit menu again to get the full screen, so it looks a lot nicer. And again, you've got really fast and responsive UI, which is amazing. You can also get a whole bunch of things on the screen if you just go all parameters on, and that shows you basically everything you need to know all in one place. It just obscures your waveform. So if you have, if you've already done your capturing, for example, then you can come and read off these parameters. So this will do all the math for you. All right, is there anything else I wanted? So those are the couple key things. I'm just thinking here. I don't want to miss anything. It's going to be nice because I've got the 2 UTG 962Es, so we're going to put 4 waveforms up on the display. This should be pretty fun. So there we go. What else do we want to show before we go and do a drag race? Also important to note that it's actually pretty quick to get into the 1x to 10x multiplier for the probe. So you just select your channel, then you go probe, and then here's your probe type, and you put your amount of time. So 1x or 10x, the ones that come on here, but you can also set a custom amount. And so you select what you're at, and then you hit enter like this. Actually, this probe is set to 10x, so we can just go and put 10x, and there we go. Now we have the accurate results. 3 volts peak to peak, 10 megahertz or 10 kilohertz frequency, 3 volts max, and minus 40 millivolts minimum, so it's almost a 0. And you can also change your probe type to just change your display, voltage or current. And you've got your units here, volts, watts, U. Not sure what U means, user defined probably. But just to make your measurements a little bit more clear. The menus are fairly easy to navigate, but you do have to remember where everything is. So here's your measure menu, and if you have anything else, you hit this button to go to the next. So there's the next, then acquire, and this one has no next, so it does nothing. Then storage, you can save waveforms onto USB, so that's good. You can change the file name and everything. And again, no other here, but you just go save and it'll go and store it. You can even set a custom path, which is nice if you have multiple projects on the go. You've got your measurement cursors. You can turn them on or off over here. So off, on, so there's on. And then you can turn them off the same way. Get them off the screen. You've got your display menu. The backlight is at max right now. I really would prefer if the backlight went a little bit brighter than this. I think that is probably going to be had in the higher end models. But right now, this is fine. Actually, it's perfectly fine for a well-lit office space or something like that. But under the studio lights, it does get swamped a little bit, but it is brighter than the DS1054Z. So it is a more modern display. The utility menu here, you can do the self-calibration, you get the system info, so what you have unlocked on it and everything. You get your home menu where you can pick up all of your additional stuff. The self-test is in here. You've got the bus set, that RS-232, that's for stuff coming in on the back. You've got this gen button, which is the arbitrary wave generator, and it says you have to purchase the MSO 1000X series model from an authorized dealer. So it's a button essentially that does nothing, which is interesting. I don't really know what to make of that. And then you can clear the menu by hitting gen again. You got your navigation menu, so time or mark or segment. You have your set to system default, so it's a button there, and I will not do that because then I'll have to reset my my brightness. And then your screenshot button, and you just need to put a USB device for that, so it's just this button there. Then it's got the regular features you'll see on pretty much any scope. You've got your run stop, your single shot mode, and your auto set button. If you're a beginner, the auto set button is the thing you'll be using the most probably. You've got an easy way to turn on and off your channels, but if you single click it, it'll also give you the options for that channel. You've got here the ref, so you can change the reference selection. You've got your digital button, which means which says LA not support. I'm not sure what LA stands for, but you have to purchase an MSO 1000X series model for that. So again, a button that does nothing, probably just because it's on the other models. You've got your vertical position like normal, your vertical scale, your horizontal position, your horizontal scale, and then of course you can click the middle buttons to set this to 0. And you've got this for your zoomed in scale. Same thing on the vertical. Actually, on the vertical, you got the fine adjust, I should say. And then your trigger position, same as usual. Your trigger menu, so you get to change your trigger parameters there, and you can force the mode into, you can change the mode into auto, normal, or single shot, or single shot is accessible there too. Lastly, it's got a USB Type A on the front here. This is for your USB, but I will use it for something even better. All right, so now we're gonna hook up the function gen. I think I'm happy the fact that I didn't zoom in so close this time. I love these distorted patterns when you just barely touch it. Okay, I'm gonna move this stuff away. Like so. And let's get the function gen going. I'll go channel 2, just to make it a little bluer. 2, turn off 1. There we go. Oh no, but my measurements are all on 1. So we'll go 1. Turn off 2, turn on 1. There we go. Like so. Turn this on. So now I guess I'll just toss this sideways a little bit. Move. Kind of want to see more of the scope. So put the scope right to the edge. That should be good there. Still going to grab focus on the screen of the scope. All right. So as this is a 200 megahertz scope, I don't really have a function gen that can go up that high, but I do have the UTG 962E, and what's fantastic about this one is you can plug it into USB, and therefore it is plugged in just to the front of this scope. So it's really nice that the function gen and the scope can work independently with just one power cable. So here we go. Let's show you the speed at which it auto captures. So I'm just going to turn on the output. So here we've got I think it's a 1 megahertz sine wave, 2.5 volts peak to peak, 50 ohm terminating resistor, and this is set to the 50 ohm mode. So we go auto set, and it'll acquire it. There we go. So we're showing 24.8 volts peak to peak. So we know what the problem with that is. We need to go over here. We need to grab the probe. We need to make it 1x, like so. Turn it back on, and there we go. Turn off the menu, get the full screen. So yeah, 2.44 volts peak to peak. This says 2.5. 1.00 megahertz. So either this is accurate or this or both. And then it looks like we have 1.28 on the positive, minus 1.24 on the negative. So this one might be struggling a little bit with negative voltage. So let's see if we can change the speed here. So I'm going to go up as high as I can, 20 megahertz on this, but you'll see, I do believe, look at that fast interface. So this is supposed to be a square wave. Yeah, but it is quite rounded off because I don't think this thing has enough juice to drive through a 50 ohm load resistor. So let's switch this. There we go, set to a sine wave now, and let's crank this up as high as it'll go. So there's our 60 megahertz. I'm gonna auto set here, and we'll see the capturing is very smooth. Look at how pretty that sine wave is. And we are reading 60, it's faltering a little bit, 60.1 to 59.8. I don't know if it's this thing or it's probably not this, because this has a lot of bandwidth, but this guy here is probably faltering because it's at the very top of its use case, and it's pushing it through a 50 ohm load. But there we go. It works really well. And again, like I was saying, the UI is incredibly fast and responsive, which is great. You don't get that from a low-end scope. Usually low-end scopes, they cheap out on the processing for the display, and so yeah, your UI is really slow. This one is good. You fell asleep again. Uh-oh. I think you are saying I'm boring. Pretty sure that's what it is. Okay. So that's good. Here, let's try something. I'm gonna just shut off the display here. Save some battery. I'm gonna see if I can drop. I'm gonna make a wave. You guys can still see. Okay, good. An arbitrary wave. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care if it's wave file, internal. I just want like a blip. There we go, like a heartbeat. Okay, and I want to go down here. I want to go down as low as possible. (10 millihertz). Let's see what the auto set does. Not much of anything. Here, let's grab the trigger. Let's go here. Let's go 9.5 volts. Let's go single shot. Trigger is at, say there, single shot. So what's 10 millihertz? That's going to be pretty long to wait, I think. I think 10 millihertz was a little too low. Hold on. Let's change 100 millihertz. So what the hell was that? Thing freaked out. On. Caught something. Here, single shot. Let's see what happens. Does it say? It says ready. Okay, let's just run it. Okay. (20 seconds per division). See if we can capture something. This says it's on. Let's go 1 hertz. Should show something. Is this channel 1? It is indeed channel 1. What is going on? It's like not working. Where's my trigger? Five volts per division. Okay, hang on. Something's going wrong here. Oh, maybe... Hold on. Maybe it might be too high a voltage. 5 volts peak to peak. Okay, hold on. I'll reboot the wave gen. Something is going awry here, and I don't know what it is. Because I heard it click and this thing like cycled on and off. So now it's working. So yeah, there was something up here. Okay, so run. So 100 millihertz. Yeah, there we go. It's capturing that. Let's go like 1 second per division. Yeah, so it's capturing it well. And then if I stop it and I zoom in, it's good. Run. Yeah, it looks good. Putting it into the higher time bases will also set it into roll mode, which is really phenomenal too. It works really well. This is at 100 millihertz, and it's showing us a heartbeat, but I can also speed this up. And here it is at 1 hertz, and you still get quite a bit of information. And I can zoom in. There we go, 500 milliseconds per division. And it's looking fantastic. Did you short it? Maybe. I don't know. But that looks good. What would be the frequency of like a heartbeat, an actual heartbeat? That seems too fast. 1 hertz. There you go, 700 millihertz. So you capture this on a display, and then you can make a a hospital drama. And if I put my trigger position up a bit, yeah, that's fine. Let's see how good it is in single shot mode. Now on my DS1054Z, it takes a little bit when you hit single shot for it to be ready to go, but this one seems to be ready to go. Let's just turn on the channel there. Bang, look at that, stopped, and you get all the detail you would expect from a trigger event like that. Very nice. I'm pretty sure I had my arm in the way, so I'm going to redo that one. Plus the focus wasn't right. Okay, so let's turn this off in the single shot mode. Actually, let's go run. Run, there we go. Let's see how fast it is at single shot mode. So right now it's in the roll mode. I'm just going to hit single, and look, immediately it's ready to go, which is really nice. My DS1054Z takes a little bit to get ready to go. So I'm just going to turn on the function gen. Bang, look at that. Got the trigger, and I believe, yep, you get as much detail as you could possibly want. Look at that. Look at how fine you can adjust it. Take a look at your waveform in real time that you've just captured. Really nice. There we go. That's good. Where did I get this again? Utility. It was Gen? No. Clear data, time set. Navigate, no. Home. Self-test, no. Utility. Acquire, no. Not default. Home. Display. Damn it, I lost it again. Storage, no. Was it ref? Oh yeah, ref. That's what it is. Nope. That's not ref. What the hell was it? Utility? Self-cal? Time set, clear data, bootload. That's like the second time I can't find... Was it in the channel 1? Coupling? V-bias? Horizontal menu? Trigger menu? Where the hell was it? Utility? Measure, indicator, thresholds, window, acquire, mode normal. It's good. Storage, wasn't that? Had something to do with calibration or something. Cursors, no, I hate cursors. Go out, go away. Source channel 1, time voltage screen, X unit second. I turn off cursors. Display. Cool. Color, menu time. Utility. Time set. Oh, I/O set. That's what it was. It was the I/O set. Okay. So it is utility I/O set. I'm going to unplug this and remove this. That's not needed anymore. Okay, good. By the way, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be just watching H3H3 reruns instead of doing this very important work. So thank you for being here, folks. Okay, so I'm gonna auto set. Another thing I want to show you guys is that the probe compensation port here is actually adjustable on this. So you go utility and I/O set, and there's your square wave, and you can choose the frequency down to 10 hertz. So 10 hertz, 100 hertz, 1 kilohertz, and 10 kilohertz. I set it for 10 just for fun, but if you want the regular square wave of 1 kilohertz, you can just set it like that and then do your probe compensation. I haven't compensated this one. The probes do come with a little plastic screwdriver to change the probe compensation there. Good to see you getting into it. I'm done for the night. Good night. I think this laptop had a damaged USB-C power port. Can't find any other reason for it to fail. Dang, dude. I've been watching a lot of Joey Does Tech, JDT. And he does like port replacements on mostly PlayStations and Xboxes. Really good YouTube channel. All right, so now we go nuts. So now we need another USB source because I'm going to plug in a bunch of these UTG 962Es, and we're going to have some fun loading this thing up as many signals as we can. Do I have enough terminating resistors? Actually, that's a good question. Probably do not. I have... I bought 4 T's and 4 we did a PS5. Oh, are you fixing consoles? You should make YouTube videos. Do you make YouTube videos? Maybe I just put my foot in my mouth. 3 and oh wait, only 3 T's. Oh, I bought 5 load resistors. Well, that's good. Good for me. Good night. Have a good weekend. Thanks for coming in. So somehow, in my infinite wisdom, I did order enough of these load resistors and T-junctions to test 4-channel scopes. So that is impressive. I didn't think I would have thought that far. I may not have enough BNC to BNC connectors. But let's see. Let's BNC what we can figure out. So here comes another one. So we can do 2 channels on this one. There we go. So we could do 2 channels on here. Actually, we can just do this and then have 2 on the probe comp port. I'll fix anything people want fixed, also easily distracted. There we go. So yeah, do I have any more BNC to BNC? I'll BNC about that. No, I do not. No more. I only have the 2. And no, I'm not gonna just keep ordering something, damn it. Wait, do I really only have 2? What about in the function gen box? There should be more, right? Hang on a sec. BNC to croc clip in this one. Uh-oh, what pun did I make? I didn't even realize. Okay. So there should be a box with the accessories for the function gen. No. No, that's BNC to alligator clip. Not BNC to BNC. Dang it. I actually have to check because I might have one more BNC to BNC somewhere if those actually came with them, because I have 2 UTGs 962Es and I have the one dang it. I have one function gen from before, and I have 2 sent by Unity this time. So I should have at least one more BNC to BNC. But the question is, where would it be? It could be literally anywhere. This has been littering my workspace forever. I did knock all of my test cables down to the floor and then reorganized everything, but only the ones that I felt like organizing, so they could just be here on the floor. But I mean, in a sea of black cables, how am I going to find a specific black cable? I'll have to see if I can see a BNC end. Nope. Okay, so that's going to be a no. Well, I'm just going to shut down the screen, save the screen, save the power. Dang it. So the thing is, if I'm... Yeah, so... Because it's a 4-channel scope, I should really put 2 more channels to it. I hate my own logic because I was just watching the videos with you guys of the people testing out the function gens, and I'm like, well, it's a function gen. How come all these videos didn't even plug it into a scope? And so for me, why don't I plug in all 4 channels if this is a 4-channel scope? That makes sense. I'm going to hold others to the same standard I hold myself, or hold myself to the same standard I hold others, I should say. But where the hell can I find some BNC to BNC leads? I'm gonna check the other boxes, because remember last time I made a mistake and I put it in the wrong box. No. I don't know, folks. I don't know. The shitty part is it's Friday, so I'm gonna watch H3 later on. And I bet you I will find my BNC cables and it'll be too late. Let's see. Just going to... wouldn't be in the multimeter box. Would I have put that? Would there be one in a oscilloscope box? Like this guy. PC oscilloscope 01. Oh, there is one. Yoink. Thank you, O1. Because the O1 has a function gen built in. Okay. Now, was Handtech as generous? The only thing is I don't know where my Handtech scope is at the moment. Franco, if you're still among us, can you add to my purchase list BNC to BNC cables, please? I'm just gonna go upstairs real quick to see. Maybe I have one in my oscilloscope thing. Oh my God. Such a cluster of stuff here. All the BNCs in here are pretty much BNC extensions. Depinning tools and stuff like that. I actually don't know where my Handtech PC scope is. Actually, I'm going to check one place. I don't know where I put it. I know I had lent it to my automotive job boss, but he brought it back. He definitely did. That needs to be cleaned. It's not there. This is the box I brought to the high school. It's not in there. Well, I've got 3. Thanks, Franco. Excuse me. So that'll wait until next month when I've built PCBWay. But okay, I have 3. I think 3 is okay, considering the last one can just be the signal source, the calibration source. Oh my God. Hard to. There we go. So that's 3. Oh, the other thing is, where the hell this power cable? Dang, I don't know if I'll be able to. The UTG 962E has a very specific barrel jack connector, which I don't like. And so if you lose that cable, aka me right now, you can't plug it in unless it can take power from the printer port. That I do not know. That's an IEC. Oh, that's a USB. Where does it end? Oh, ends in a microscope. That's not it. It's kind of, I really don't like the fact that it uses a very specific, it's a USB to barrel jack. See that barrel jack? Well, it's not the problem. I need the barrel side. So, it would be somewhere up here. Did I mention I have to clean? Ooh. Maybe I'll get lucky and my cleaning put it in my USB cable pile. But if I were you, I would not hold my breath on that one. I think that's another thing I need to do is a USB-C to barrel jack adapter. Okay, I can try though. I do have a printer cable. I'll see if I plug this into a printer cable, if it turns on. If it can get power from the printer cable, I will be, as the British say, chuffed to bits. Keep your lead plugged into the SIGGEN. Yeah, me too, usually. But things got moved around. And I went into a rage tirade. Okay, let's see. It's off right now, so I just need to plug this in. I'll hold it up to the camera so you guys can see the result. Oh my god, it's a stiff port. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. No go. Oh. Okay. That's no bueno. Okay, let me check the UTG box because the power adapter is in here. Is the cable in here too? No. So effectively, it is the new cable that I used, not the old cable. In you go. So yeah, the bad thing is that these are very specific cables, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to lose them, so I put them in very specific spots, but then those spots need to be taken up by other things, and then so on and so forth. Let's see if it's just in my USB pile. I don't think so. I mean, it should be easy to find because it has a barrel jack like this, but it has a ferrite on the end here. It's definitely not this one, right? No. And I mean, I've got enough parts I can make one. I can just cut the end off of a USB cable and put a barrel jack, but sometimes when you're distracted, you can plug it in wrong, and then I don't want to fry a couple $100 tool because I misplaced a cable. They also say well chuffed. Okay. I like chuffed to bits better though. But I guess chuffed to bits is more than well chuffed. But I do appreciate the slang teachings. Okay, not there. Yeah, this is problematic. Very problematic. Welcome to why it takes Dan so long to make videos. I know it's not the most riveting content for my viewers at the moment. That's freaking cable finding simulator. What's this cable? That's a USB. What does it terminate in? It terminates in a racing wheel. There's a USB cable. What's it terminate in? It is a micro USB. I'm gonna chuck these all somewhere so I can put them away. That's HDMI. That's an audio jack. That's an audio jack. That's a cardboard box. What's that doing there? That's a cardboard box. What's that doing there too? Those are not USB. What's this? Oh, that's probably the audio cable I found earlier. That's a cardboard box. What's it doing there? The barrel jack is a standard size. Do you have the same SIGGEN as me? The thing is, I don't want it. My point, I think, in all this is that if you're taking power from USB, that is a positive. I love the fact that you can just get power from any USB brick. That is awesome. I will give you props for that. However, if you're getting power from a USB, I just want you to use a standard USB end, whether that be C or micro or mini. All of those options are better than barrel jack. USB-C would be the ideal, but USB-C is difficult because with the PD specs, you can't use a C to C if it's not implemented properly. So if you're afraid that your engineers don't know how to implement things properly, or don't want to spend the money and the time to implement things properly, just go USB micro. Nobody will get mad at you, at least compared to if you use a barrel jack. You know what I mean? Just use a regular USB cable. Don't need to be clever about it. Actually, worse than a barrel jack would maybe better? No. Better in this case, but worse overall is if you have a USB cable that is non-removable. Actually, I don't know. Is a port harder to fix than just solder points on the board? I don't know. What's this? What's this? That's from a power plug, I think. What's all this? That's from a power plug. What's this, 12 volts? Yeah, definitely don't want to plug 12 volts into this power supply. Oh, this is not going to there. Where is this going to? Oh, everything's falling. 12 volts. Yeah, no, not plugging that one in. USB. Oh, boy. All this for a glory shot at, for like a pretty shot at 4 channels, showing what a 4-channel would look like if you're using all 4 channels. So Unity is not mad at me, or well, they may be mad at me, but they're talking to me. What do you think are the odds that they send me their 6.5 digit multimeter? Pretty low. Should I try, or should I just not push it. Oh, what is this? This is BNC? BNC to what? Oh, BNC to BNC. I found another key. Okay, if I found another BNC to BNC, then what are the odds that the... Yeah. What are the odds that the USB cable is around here somewhere? I found 2 more BNC to BNC in the archaeological dig. BNC to what? What the hell is going on there? Still no USB. Still no USB. What's this? That's a mouse. Like a computer mouse, not a scurrying mouse. Dang it. I found another, no, sorry, I found a BNC to BNC and a BNC to cables. So, BNC to BNC, so we got another one of these. And BNC to croc clip. So it's where, like in the area, oh, excuse me, burping. In the area where I thought the cable would be, that's where I found the BNC. So it's gotta be here somewhere, right? I mean, eventually I'm just going to give up, and then we're going to make a barrel adapter, and then I'm going to hopefully not fry anything. All right, so I'm going to unplug this, screw it. Let's, oh, where? Oh my God. Okay, moving the camera out of the way. Let's try not to move the camera position because it's already set. Okay, just popping to eBay. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Need a new BNC to croc clips. Oh, you need one. Yeah, you can have this one. Come get it. No problems. Okay, I'm gonna make doubly sure. Plug this in there. Turn on the DMM. Okay. Center positive. Actually, I will. There we go. Oh, what the hell? Did I knock something? There we go. Anyways, center positive. Okay, proof that it is center positive. Why is that light so? Oh, it's coming from over there. Webcam. Okay, definitely center positive. Oh, camera, can you go somewhere else? There we go. not the correct gender. Okay, this works. Just need to confirm that these are center positive as well. Bring that back on. Everything's falling. Okay, so center, continuity, beeper on. Center, positive. Negative, no. Okay, center, positive. Also confirmed. Okay. So we take the USB cable. Doesn't have to be USB actually. Can just run random cables. Oh, power supply is unplugged. Oh, but I have a fancy power supply. Yes! All right. These will never fit in there. That's not what I want to use. That's way too big. Man, this is a lot of work just for the one shot. Did I mention that this is why it takes me so long to make videos? May have mentioned that once. That won't work. Why? Why do I not have just a tiny bit of wire? Why? What is going on here? That's resistor. That does not work. There. This is a tiny bit of wire. Okay, I did confirm positive is positive. I'm positive of that. By the way, I really wanted to set up this stream to work on Twitch as well, so I can torture them as well as you guys. All right, hopefully I have the same equivalent of this wire in black. I do. That's negative. Let's turn on the power supply. I'm going to set a current limit because I'm scared. Okay, so I'll plug it into my old one. That's my old one. Okay, and I'll put this up here. I'll organize the leads later. For now, I just want to make sure this actually frickin' functions. My God, this can't go anywhere. Oh, rage. Nothing works. These wires need to be longer. BNC to Crocs, 2 meters, 5 pounds, free shipping. That feels expensive. Ugh, just these were a little bit longer. Screw it. We can do Croc clips. Oh, look at how deadly that is. That was just chilling there. Okay, croc clip there. Up to the negative here. Oh, is this tight? Yeah. Ugh. There we go. Croc clip. I don't care if I short my power supply because it is protected, so it'll just do whatever. Voltage 5, enter. Current limit 200 milliamps. I don't know how much current it actually takes, but let's see. Okay. Contact. Okay, no shorts so far. Turn this on. Oh, it's a current limit. Let's move that current limit up. One amp, it's not turning on. Oh, it's on. I give it a 2 amp limit. So it's pulling 5 watts. Okay, what if I turn it on? Does it work? It does, yeah. So 10 kilohertz. Auto set. Okay, it's not outputting anything. I think I need to, I don't think it booted properly. Try to boot again. Auto set. No signal detected. So channel 1 is going to channel 1. Channel 2. No signal. Sine wave. Output. No signal detected. It's on 10 kilohertz. Doesn't make any sense. Off. I'm going to turn off this as if it's unplugged. These are going to, they're both going to 50 ohm terminated resistors. Maybe I need to go channel 2, utility, load, 50 ohms. Back to wave. So that's a 1 kilohertz square wave on channel 2. Turn on channel 2. Let me restart the scope. I did mess with a bunch of settings. No signal detected. They should share a ground because the BNCs are connected. The channels are on. Okay, the only other thing to do, unplug this. You can turn off channel 1. Plug this back into the USB. Immediately it works. What? What? It doesn't work with the power supply. What is going on? Hang on. If I just, there we go. Hard boot it. I'm going to just plug it into a generic like USB thing. Is this going to, oh, that's something else. It works. What is going on? The only thing I can think of is my croc clips are very inexpensive. Maybe they can't flow an amp. Maybe the voltage drop is too much. It doesn't work. Is it possible because it's isolated? The current limit's at 2 amps. And at the moment it's drawing 1 amp. What the heck is going on? Oh, I've got an even better thing. So what if I unplug this? Okay, so this is unplugged. And I will use the power supply's USB, because the power supply has that weird fourth channel, which is actually a 3-channel, which is just a USB plug. Ah, come on. There we go. The USB is isolated from the BNC on those gens. Well, anyways, let's see if the... Okay, but it works with the USB on my big-ass power supply. That is the weirdest thing. But that also means now that I have to find a proper plug. Okay, hang on. If what you're saying is true, hang on. If what you're saying is true, we can prove it. I can just run a croc clip from here. This is mine? No, this is my old one. I can run a croc clip to the BNC and ground it. Okay, it's booting. Okay, it's on, it's doing nothing. So now, if I run a croc clip from... Wait, where do I have to run a croc clip from? Not here to here. I have to be here to here. Yeah, that's what it is. That the chassis ground croc clips. Hello, McFly. Croc clips. Croc clips. Where are you? Oh. Here, just proof of concept. So croc clip from there to there. Nope. Still doesn't work. Oh wait, no, you said it's isolated. Okay, from there to there? Nope. From there to there? Nope. Not working. What the hell? Because I understand my power supply is isolated. But if I link the grounds together, it should work. Huh. I don't know where that friggin' cable is, because that's the cable I need right now. Camera, can you literally go anywhere else? USB printer port. I hate this too because I quite purposely knew that cable was going to be problematic if I lost it, so I put it somewhere I could find. And every time I moved the device, I moved the cable. But as it turns out, not enough. At some point, I lost track of it. It's not that. But you see why I don't like proprietary cables? I don't like proprietary cables. All this work just to do a 4-channel test. Ugh. Oh boy, this thing's heavy. No. Is it back here somewhere? Hey Peter, no, not new toys. Actually, they've been around for a bit now, but actually fulfilling my commitment to said toy manufacturer, because Unity had stopped talking to me. And I thought that was it, relationship over, and I wanted to ask them questions about the multimeter because it didn't do very well in my testing. And it turns out it was just a mistake on their end. They forgot to reply to that email. So all that for that. SIGGEN on the bench PSU 5 volts, and it's giving out a signal to the scope. Yeah, this PSU might be very well isolated though. The problem is I don't have the freaking cable. I'm sure if I chopped a USB cable up, if I was willing to chop a USB cable and just plug it into there, I think it would work. But I don't want to chop a USB cable. I want to find my original USB cable, but I think I'm just going to end up chopping a USB cable. What do you guys think? Like this one. What are the odds I'm going to reuse this? I'm just going to chop this off, call her a day. It's just a little upsetting. There we go. It's chopped off. A little upsetting because it's a proprietary cable, which it really didn't need to be. You know? Plus I don't know if these cables will flow the 1 amp I need. I don't know if they're the correct polarity. I don't know anything. That's the beauty of being me. I don't know shit. Okay. So let's, before I do anything, let's check to see if this is actually positive and negative. Like this. Hang on a sec, I have to go turn off the big light here so it doesn't bother your little eyes. How do I wake up this mouse? Oh, there. I can do that. Okay. Second cam. All right, now we're going to check the polarity. I'm going red to red and black to black. Red to red and black to black. So, okay, red is positive. It is confirmed. You do have to check them because not every manufacturer respects the polarity. All right, so now I'm actually going to press one of the buttons. Yeah, so the click buttons weren't waking it up. Turn that off. The click buttons weren't waking it up, but it turns out that the scroll wheel, clicking down on it, wakes it up. All right, let's put some ferrules on here. I don't know if I have small enough ferrules, but if I need to, I'll just use small things. Maybe I should stop messing with this before I short something. How's that sound? Oh boy. So how are you today, Peter? I'm hoping you are well. I'm hoping everyone is well. This world is getting a little bit more savage every day, so I'm really hoping everybody has the correct survival techniques to get through it. Alright, now grab my pliers. We're gonna thread this on here. I left them a bit long, that's okay. This is like 32 gauge or something. But I do like the ferrules because they add a little bit of chunk to them. Makes them a bit more substantial. There we go. This is going to be half crimped on the insulation. Ask me how much I care. The answer will be 0. I just want to get this done. All right, unplug this. We're going to unplug this for safety. Get out of here. And I'm going to unscrew. I confirmed polarity multiple times, so if it's the wrong polarity, I guess I'm just packing up the stream and going home. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast this week. I should have a guest. Should be recording in 2 days with a guest that I haven't had on before. We'll see if they contact me back. Center positive, yes. I have horrible jokes that just came to my head, which I am not going to repeat. The news segment was a good idea. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Here goes. Okay. So turned on. It's not working. It's literally not working. It's plugged into the same USB. How can this thing have enough power? Like, it draws an amp. And watch this. I'm going to unplug this and plug this. It works. Your existing GDM sleep disorder. Ooh, that's not good. That's really not good, Peter. I give up. I give up. I don't care anymore. It makes no sense. See, this happens, then I get upset, and then I don't want to do this. Just for you, I'm going to try the other SIGGEN. No, this is the new one. If something's wrong, I don't want to mess that one up. No. I'm calling it. I'm not doing this. No. All right, so what else can I do? There's the test source here. Yeah, CBT. Don't search CBT on the internet without your safe search. But CBT stands for Cognitive Behavioral Therapy. Yours is the same SIGGEN. It worked fine off the PSU. With your OEM cable, though. Not with your aftermarket. Maybe it's... No, I was going to say maybe it's too noisy, but it can't be too noisy because I grabbed it right from the 3305S, which is isolated. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know. What is this? Why is this in there? Oh, that's just that. All this trouble... Well, the main reason for this trouble is my lack of organization. So I'm not going to stand here and pretend that I had no part in this. But the fact that it's a proprietary cable is a problem. It's not the problem, it's a problem. Use a barrel jack to banana plugs to output of the PSU. All right. Okay, so there's the old one. This the new one. Going to confirm that this works over here. On. On. Oh, I flipped the cables. On. Auto. Okay, that works. Unplug this. Plug this guy in. Channel 2 overload. What the hell was that? Use the barrel jack to banana plugs. Yeah. Something just freaked out on this. Hopefully I didn't break it. Yeah. Something went nuts. I don't know what. I have no idea what happened. I'm no further ahead. But all I know is the OEM cable works 100% fine. And so, and it started making a crazy buzzing, like a relay flipping back and forth very, very quickly. What's this? No, no. So it just seems like I really need to find that USB cable, because I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I wish I had even the faintest clue of what was going on. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Actually, all of the Unity stuff is great, I have to say. This is not even part of the video, right? So I don't have to say it if I don't want to. But I wouldn't be mad to have a full Unity setup as my only setup. Only thing that I have concerns about is the multimeter. Had a couple of UI and usability issues. It was a bit sad that I could use a Kaiweets meter that's way cheaper to tell me the forward voltage of a white LED, but I couldn't do the same on the Unity. But I think their handheld meters would work just fine. It's some weird quirk of the benchtop meter. And benchtop meters are a little, I mean, they're quite specific. 24 volt, yeah, let's not plug a 24 volt plug. I hate proprietary cables. I literally hate them. The thing is, Unity stuff comes traceably calibrated now. So you can't even say not sketchy enough. They're not sketchy at all anymore. I don't think they ever were, but that's the thing, is that they had a good product but couldn't market it properly in North America because they didn't have the certifications. Now they have the certs. Like this stuff, it would be at home in any like major electronics lab. Just like the issue is, it may not have enough precision for like really crazy stuff, but then again, they have a 6.5 digit multimeter now, and I think, could be wrong, but I think they're working on a 7.5. So like, things are definitely changing for Unity and their perception. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it's good to have a meter that you can throw around. It's, pardon me. But the thing is, also you have to remember, not everyone, coffee went through the wrong hole, sorry. Not everyone needs a $100 meter. Some people are maxed out of their capabilities at a $10 meter, and that's fine too. So there's market for all these things. Like, there's reason they exist. There is space in the market. What does this say? Oh, mouse. Yeah. Let's see if I've got a 5 volt power supply. That says 12 volts on it. What's this? $30 volts. Nope. $7.5 volts. Like, is this the right port? No. Actually, I might have some down here. Is this the right one? Okay, so I've got another plug I can try. No, that's going to be hard to do. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe I just don't do 4 channels. Because what the heck can I do if I don't have a reliable way to show off all those Oh my god, I found it. I found it. Okay. let's see. I'm going to actually plug these back into this one. 1, 2, because we're already set for that. I found my proprietary cable. There we go. Built one of those DSL shell oscilloscopes for fun. Oh yeah, those are great fun. 1, 2, auto set. That's good. Okay. Good. Now, for the second one. So here's the other one. So that's at high Z. I don't want it at high Z. I want it at utility. Load 50 ohms. How do you go back? Utility 2, load 50 ohms. Okay. Then wave. Blew up my favorite cheap meter measuring current on the wrong setting. Now it thinks a 9-volt battery has 75 volts in it. Wow. Yeah, that is. I think, as you British folk would call it, knackered. Okay, if I had one more BNC, I could synchronize. I could synchronize these two units. 1, 2, and then if I go auto set. Oh, baby. Auto set complete. Seems to only have... Oh, maybe I should have plugged in the 4th channel, you numpty. Okay, auto set. There we go. Okay. All that work. Just for a single shot. Okay. This is going to be difficult. There we go. Like that. And then like that. All that for a single shot? Yes. Channel 1 on, turn these all off. Auto set. Okay, let's bring the camera back in. Mike is not dead. Very nice. All right. Would you write? Oh yeah, good. Okay, maybe I should move this one over here. What you missed, Vero, is I've spent the last hour on an archaeological dig. Okay, does that all fit in? Yes. All right. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, what's the point of a 4-channel scope? Well, there wasn't much point before. I found with the really small screened scopes, it was very difficult to justify 4 channels because you can only really comfortably fit 2 on the screen. But since I've got two of these UTG 962Es at my disposal, I just set these to random values. So let's just turn all the channels on and go auto set, and I'll show you what the point of a 4-channel oscilloscope is. This is it here. So it's triggering right now on channel 2, it seems, but as you can see, it is acquiring data on all of the channels. And with a screen this bright, you can actually see everything in nice vivid colors, and there's enough resolution that you can actually make out what's going on. Now, it would be nice if you can set more than 5 user parameters down here, but I think the 5 is enough to get the gist. Anyways, you can stop the recording and zoom in and have a look anyways. So there we go. All the way down here to all the way up here. So you have enough bandwidth, you have enough memory depth to capture all the information that you need to. You have all 4 waveforms, and you can even move them and superimpose them one on top of the other. There we go. All that for that shot. Hungry. Oh, hungry. Oh, shit. It's already 11:50. All right, let me film an outro, Vero, and then we can go make food. I did marinate the pork, by the way, so we can either have the pork for lunch or for dinner. It's up to you. All right, here goes. I'm going to shoot the outro. Oh, wait, no outro yet. I'll shoot the outro and then I have to shoot the backside. So then, with just the first look under our belts, no full review done yet, would I recommend the UPO 1204? And I think the answer of that is yes. It seems to do everything that I would definitely need it to do. It has a bunch of stuff that is above and beyond what I need it for. The fact that it's a 4-channel is always handy to have, because I feel like 2 channels are too few, and there is no 3 channels really on the market. So the 4-channel I think is ideal. The price is compelling and the features look good. So it's really up to you, but I wouldn't feel bad recommending this to anybody who is looking for their first or maybe their more capable oscilloscope. What do you think? Thanks for watching. All right, so I'm gonna clear all this shit out of here now. I can turn all these off. Don't forget to link the multimeter video. Oh yeah, true. Hey B-dubs. Thanks for reminding me, so I will do that before I leave as well. But I need to show off how loud... I'm gonna leave these plugged in. How loud the fan is. It's actually not loud, but it does have like a buzzing. I'll do the same thing as I did on the multimeter video. I'll just approach my mic. External trigger and aux out. Let me unclip my mic, or else the magnet's gonna fall. I'm just going to hold my mic. All right, here it goes. And on the back, just taking a look on the back here, you get an IEC cable with a solid rocker switch. This thing does put out quite a bit of heat, which is interesting to note. There must be some good processing going on there. External trigger, there's an auxiliary, there's a LAN port and a printer port, so I believe that is a USB host. I think both of these you can use to control it. You do need a bit more depth because of that IEC cable sticking out, so it's not really as slim as it looks unless you get a angled IEC cable. But the weird thing is the cooling fan on this is actually not loud. For it pumping so much hot air, it's not loud, but it does have like a hum noise, almost like a neon transformer. I'm gonna put my mic up close. I'm not sure if the noise canceling will grab it. Hopefully you were able to hear that. All right, I'm gonna reset my mic. And then, it's funny how everybody shows up when it's time for me to go. Did Vero ever answer about pork? She did not. She may just want a pizza. We have frozen pizzas of her favorite kind. Actually, not her favorite kind, her favorite brand, not her favorite type. And just to show you how slim this thing is, it does have feet that you can fold out. So it's quite stable like that. I only have the front one folded out for now. Lots of room for your cables to fit back here because the ports are on this surface here, not on this one here. But as you can see, the IEC cable sticks out quite a distance past the unit. So you definitely can't put this right up against the wall. And on top of that, I don't think I would because of the heat coming off of this device. There is some processing going on in there for sure. There we go. That should do it. Eating and getting ready for work. Ah, there we go. So I think that is it. Man, spent 4 hours today. 4 hours this stream just for one video. Isn't that incredible? Just one video. And I have at least 2 more to film just for Unity. So I'll probably, you know what? I'll see how my day is going. I might jump back on stream later today. It's just easier for me to film while you guys are here because I'm not so alone. I can hang out with you guys. But we'll see. I do have the H3 podcast today to listen to, so we'll see about that. Most of it, yeah, exactly. Most of it looking for paperwork and leads. Yep. 100%. That's because of my disorganization. But all right. Thank you guys, everyone, for being here. I will quickly go get, let me turn off my camera to save some battery. I will quickly get you the link for the multimeter video. Now keep in mind the thumbnail and stuff is not done, nor is the description. So there's a non-zero chance, like you can comment if you want, there's a non-zero chance I may delete them. It depends how it goes. Let's see, YouTube Studio, grab my content, go away, get shareable link. Here we go. So there is the multimeter video we made together in the chat. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. If it's not this evening or afternoon, it'll probably be tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for being here.